Hello everybody, welcome back. So I'm pretty sure we finished our investigation last night. Odds are there's still more to it, and we have more investigating to do. But nonetheless, we're here doing what we do for what we do. Alright, so let's just jump right in, shall we? I think we're still right outside the clock tower. Yeah. Okay, so what do we got new here? Nothing. Nothing. Weird. Okay. We have a few of those. Oh, okay, so each metal type is a different person. Should have realized that, but didn't. Alright, let's go back. Where are we? Oh, well, I guess we follow the markers. Back to Ginmadi Street. Apparently there's one in front of the fountain. Didn't we pass a fountain on the way to the clock tower?
You sure you want to be so quick to make promises?
I'm not very confident, but I can't ignore someone asking for help. If no one else is willing to listen, then it's up to me.
Wow! Get a load of this big shot. Didn't expect that from you, Master.
Why not?
But how do you plan to find the real culprit? We can't investigate the clock tower with the peacekeepers around.
We already investigated the
By
clock
the way,
tower.
you can't use the mystery labyrinth yet. Not enough clues.
Was worried about that.
If you jump into the labyrinth now, you'll be lost forever. You need to gather more solution keys.
I don't ever want to go back there anyway.
Then, how do you intend on solving this?
There is one way.
You're not gonna buy a halara, are
You're
you?
gonna rely on that one, huh? Always depending on someone else. What was the spot again? Something
About a coffee shop. Cafe, sorry. Oh, there's the cafe.
If you let them take the
Whoops.
lead, you're gonna be out 5 million yen, right?
So... Isn't there a way to... There we go. So the that's the dinosaurs. She's gonna be over here. Alright, so let's continue looking around.
Have that kind of money, Master?
Not even a little bit. Oh, we're definitely going into debt if we pay for Halara's services. Wrong button. I'm gonna keep doing that, Are you gonna let me go through here, or are you gonna tell me no?
Not this way.
Nope, okay. Didn't think so. The camera wiggled, so I kind of was curious. Bless the rain. I gotta quit hitting that button. Where are we? I really like the aesthetics and the graphics of this game.
Right.
Your umbrella's kind of strange, but not in a bad way. Let's see. Again, wrong button.
Now's not the time to be heading over there. Back it up. Back it up.
But there's a people here I can talk to.
Oh,
I get it.
Yeah, no, that does make perfect sense. So there's no fountain here. Just dinosaurs. Which, again, how do you go wrong with dinosaurs? Taru both.
Hey!
Hey!
More beet buns. Is that all they sell in this town? Not complaining. Beet buns are good. Well, okay, it depends on what kind of meat and what was the other thing I was going to say about the meat buns? Oh, how it's seasoned, how it's prepared. All that stuff. Alright, let's go talk to Halara. Hi, Halara.
Halara, please, help me.
If Master is vowing to show respect, I guess I'd better do the same. Please,
But Halara
for
can't
your
see you.
sakes.
Oh,
You're 30 minutes later than expected.
sorry.
So, do you have the cash?
Nope.
I don't have any on me right now, but I will eventually.
Do you think she'll accept an IOU?
Very well. I don't require you to have it immediately, but
Oh.
you will pay me 5,500,800 yen eventually.
Huh? But you said it was 5 million before.
We're late.
It's an additional fee for making me wait. And for the coffee. I told you I don't work for cheap.
Oh, come on.
So ruthless. A greedy little money demon.
What do you
I
expect?
think I'll call this one Hell Aura.
I won't force your hand. Whatever you decide is up to you. While you think it over, I'm going to order some cake.
Are we going to have to pay for that too?
Wait, do I have to pay
Hey.
for that too?
Of course. I'll add it to the bill.
All right, I'll pay you all 5.5 million and 800 shin. Got it? Please don't have the cake.
It's a deal. You made a wise choice. I have no
Did we?
obligation to help others, but I work sincerely according to the payment I receive. That is my pride as a detective. I will be your eyes and limbs, and help solve this crime with everything I have. However, know this. You must be the one to complete the boy's assignment.
Yep.
Me?
You are the one who was asked to solve this case. All I will do is provide support. You may be a trainee, but you are still a detective. Once you have taken a job, you must finish it.
Agreed.
In other words, as of now, I have taken up a position as your assistant.
It's an expensive
Really,
assistant.
Halara? You'll be my assistant?
Of course, I'm here to assist for your case. Just rest assured in the cards you've been dealt.
All right, thank you.
Master has no memory and no guts. And now he has no money either. Talk about a triple threat!
Oh, be quiet. So, what do we do now?
To confirm, our target is the true culprit of the Nailman killings, correct?
Correct.
The Peacekeepers have decided that the boy's father is the Nailman and arrested him. But I refuse to accept that outcome.
After we finish the investigation, we may find out the boy's father is actually the Nailman.
If that's what you conclude, then I'll believe you, Halara.
Believe? What a foolish line of reasoning.
I mean, okay, she's going to go into a tangent or something, but I have to agree with her a little bit, simply because as a detective, you don't believe people, you don't rely on feelings, you have to rely on facts, you have to rely on evidence. It's
To believe in another is the shallowest concept one can uphold.
that I don't agree with.
All people lie. All people change their minds.
I don't agree with that either.
As a detective, You must suspect all others, even me.
Yep, a detective must doubt everything.
Still, I will believe what you say, Halara. I trust my instincts on this.
Out of the question. A detective must never overlook a mystery. Any and all truths must be exposed. A detective must always prioritize solving a case.
Very true.
Emotions must be discarded to reach a perfect solution through a perfect deduction.
Not always true, because sometimes emotion, or understanding emotions rather, can help you get into the mind of the person you're trying to investigate, to understand their motive, their reasoning.
That's the WDOs.
You're free to think of me as you wish. However, the truth must be found with your own eyes. Otherwise, there is no point in continuing as a detective. Do you understand?
I like Halara. She may be greedy and money hungry, which, again, there could be a reason for that, we don't really know. But she almost seems like she cares. Otherwise, she wouldn't even have offered to help.
Yes. Continuing as a detective. I still haven't found meaning in being a detective. What's Halara trying to make me see? I'm no good at this.
A naive guy like yourself might be incompatible with such a straight-laced detective like this one. Maybe someone totally unmotivated would be better. Like that guy sleeping under the piano.
Vivia? I'm not sure if unmotivated is the right word.
Anyway, Master, I've been wondering... Is this Halara person a man or a woman?
Does it matter?
Now that you mention it, I have no idea.
If you're ready, we'll start the investigation. I won't allow time to be wasted.
Oh, right.
You missed your chance to ask. But then again, I also don't really care.
You finished investigating the clock tower, didn't you? Now we will investigate the past Nailman cases.
Right.
Past ones?
Because even if we can prove that somebody else was there and there was an alternate method, that still places the boy's father pretty much where the Nailman would have been. So we need to find links,
These are
connections.
serial killings, aren't they?
Oh, so you want to investigate the past murders as well?
And through investigating each one, we can conclude if the boy's father is really the culprit or not.
Oh, but we don't know where the other crimes took place. Should we ask around town?
I already know. There are at least 3 additional crime scenes.
Okay.
A secret club in Kamasaki district, a mansion in a high-end residential district, and an art gallery in Ginma district.
Huh? When did you find that out?
While she was drinking coffee.
You think I did nothing while waiting at the cafe? I prepared by gathering intel in order to move the investigation along.
That's amazing.
In other words, she really did know we would come ask
With
her for
my
help.
logic, anything is possible. But before we head to past crime scenes, the Nailman urban legend requires more research. Let's visit the legend's main stage.
The main stage?
The forest behind the clock tower.
Oh, you mean the church?
I have yet to pinpoint the church's location. We should ask someone to guide us there.
Then we should ask the chief. Oh, I totally forgot about him. He told me to gather everyone. Halara, let's go back to the office for now. We're already way past the meeting time.
Very well. We can ask the chief to take us to the church.
Halara's just going to follow us now? That works. Oh, she is. Wow. We could probably take a bus and quick travel, but where's the point in that? Why? Wrong button. Let's see. Oh, we have to go... Nice car. Into the subway, right?
Master, you gotta hurry!
We're hurrying! Was that a... Oh. Sorry. We didn't even stop to look to see if there were any, side quests along the way.
It's the Peacekeepers. They'll stay hidden.
Why are they taking the chief?
Huh? Oh, right. Chief? And that peacekeeper from the clock tower.
Seth Burrows. A high-ranking Peacekeeper. He's quite infamous for being sly and persistent.
Well, we sure got some heavy rain again, huh? The humidity makes my hair fuzzier than normal.
I don't care.
Ooh. Your voice is familiar,
Huh?
too.
What did you say?
I don't care. More importantly, you sent your detectives to interfere with the Nailman case, didn't you? We have witnesses.
Nailman? Now that you mention it, there was a case like that before. Oh, wait, no. I don't know anything.
This flower, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Kind of?
Huh?
Created by Amaterasu Corp's research, this precious work of art is adapted to Kanai Ward's environment. But unfortunately, once picked, it can only maintain its beauty for 3 hours. When something beautiful withers, it fills me with an inexplicable sorrow. I feel so sad that... it makes me want to sink a ship.
I don't follow.
He's threatening your home.
The Nailman affair will be handled by the Peacekeepers. You and your team will withdraw immediately. Bring in the detectives you sent out. The Peacekeepers will take custody of them.
Hold on! I don't know what detectives you're talking about, and I don't know where any of them are.
I'll wait until this flower withers. You have 3 hours. I'll not wait a second longer. If you fail to meet my demands, you will suffer the same fate as this flower.
Fine, I get it, but can't you give me more time?
No.
He's gone.
Chief Yako, are you all right?
Oh, Yuma, and Halara, too. Yeesh, this is bad. Listen, the Peacekeepers just came by.
Yeah, we heard the whole thing.
We were watching from over there.
Huh? You were watching? You couldn't at least help me out.
What would that have accomplished?
Hold on. Are you two the detectives they were talking about?
I'm sorry. It's a long story, but it was probably us.
Yeah.
You gotta be kidding me! Why? What's going on?
It's exactly as the Peacekeeper said. We are currently pursuing the Nailman case. We'd like to search around the church. I was about to ask you to take us there, but you seem rather busy.
Yeah, I'm real busy now, thanks to you two! You're gonna keep investigating? Not gonna help your chief out of a jam? Look, we've got 3 hours before I'm taken away. If that happens, the last detective agency in town is done for.
Would you rather hand us over to the Peacekeepers?
Who do you think you're talking to? I'm the chief. I'd rather turn myself in than ever sell anyone out. Though,
So then what's the
I
plan?
wouldn't want to do that either, if I'm being honest. Never mind, forget what I just said.
Man, he does not know when to stop.
What should we do, Halara?
There's only one person who'll be taken into custody. It's not the chief, not us. It's the Nailman.
So we have 3 hours to solve the crime.
You will find the real culprit and turn the murderer over to the Peacekeepers as originally planned. With enough evidence, they will have no room to reject the truth.
But we only have 3 hours.
3 hours is more than enough. I will give my utmost effort as your assistant.
Especially since when we enter the
My
labyrinth,
logic,
time stands still.
Anything is possible.
I don't really get it, but it seems best to leave it to you two. You said you wanted to go to the church? Let me mark it on the map. It's for the best that I don't tag along. If we're seen together, things will get even more sticky. I'll be
That's
right
true.
here, waiting for good news. I'm counting on you.
Got it. We're off.
3 hours. You've got 3 hours to solve the case. Seriously, I'm counting on you. There's still so much I need to do.
What is that a picture of? Alright, so we can't go back to base.
You can get to the church from Kamasaki district. Time is short.
Let's
Time
hurry.
Time is short. Okay.
Come on, over here.
Yeah, we
Let's
know.
hurry to the church.
Where? Shinigami's as bad as Navi. Eh.
So the Nailman urban legend originated at this church.
There aren't any ghosts here.
Apparently.
Are there? It's safe, right?
Why would a death god be scared of ghosts?
What's the matter, Halara?
I hate churches. I find them devoid of value.
Huh? Why is that?
Because prayer is obviously inferior to payment. Just look at the tragedies the city has seen. There is no God to save you. The lost lamb should look to detectives for help instead, don't you think?
I don't know about that.
Forget it. For now, let's talk to the people around the church.
Will they even listen to us?
They can't say no if we say we're on assignment for the Peacekeepers.
Is it okay to lie like that?
We're not actually lying.
Whether it's okay or not is secondary. Our priority is to solve the case. In order to achieve that, deception is at times required.
I mean, just because we're not officially sanctioned by the Peacekeepers doesn't mean we're not, in the end, helping them out. So, technically not a lie.
Now, let us educate those who are here that their true savior isn't beyond the rain clouds.
Didn't you come from beyond the rain clouds? Hello.
What is it you wanted to speak about?
I've already spoken to the Peacekeepers a bunch of times. How many times do I gotta say it?
At least once more.
Hasn't the culprit already been arrested?
Yes and no.
Well, I don't mind. I have time to talk.
Are we just gonna stand here?
How long are you going to stand around like some tombstone? Our time is short. Why do you think we've gathered them here?
Oh, yeah. We have to question them, right?
It's your move. Play your card.
Do I really have to do this? I guess Halara seems intent on being the assistant.
In my opinion, it'd go much faster if Halara did this, Master.
But I have to do it. No point in wasting time thinking about it.
Time for an investigation.
Is this a fountain? No.
I'm sure.
Come on.
Oh, I see it. I see the shiny. Is there another shiny down there? No, it's a light. Okay. Okay. Now we communicate. We have to talk to each of them. We'll start with you.
You are...
What are you, blind? I'm a nun, obviously. You got some nerve, calling me here out of nowhere. Do you know how busy I am with choir practice?
My guess is going to be not that busy.
I'll kill your ass in the name of God.
Sorry.
She's the type my master has trouble with.
I'll have you know, my dad is a higher up at Amaterasu Corporation.
Fantastic.
I don't care if you're on a mission from the Peacekeepers. If you piss me off, Papa will make you regret it.
Right. I'd just like to ask some questions. I'll keep it quick. Do you know anything about this nail man?
You mean the guy nailing up dolls? Well, I have seen someone going into the forest late at night. Whenever
Okay.
I've gone into the forest afterward, I usually find dolls nailed to the trees. The dolls have names written in what looks like blood. It's creepy as hell, really. In other words, it's totally metal.
I see. By the way, what happened to your right hand? Did you get hurt?
Hey, don't stare. It's nothing. I went a little overboard while practicing an instrument.
Instrument?
I'm working on this new thing I call death metal choir. I was messing around on the bass and, well, you know.
No. How do you hurt your hand playing bass?
Is that your dominant hand?
What kind of question is that? You want to die or something?
Actually, it's a perfectly logical question.
It is her dominant hand. I'm sure of it.
I see.
Not sure why that would be a bad question to ask.
Are you the priest of this church?
That's right. My family has served this church for many generations. Though I only became a man of the cloth in recent years, the blood of martyrs spanning centuries dwells within me. Thus, my existence is but a piece of the eternal prayers offered. That is my mission, as the divine has guided me to do.
I don't get why, but he sure seems proud to be a priest.
He really does.
Do you know about the nail man?
He's the nail man.
Of course. I have no idea how that rumor spread around. Perhaps it was even started by a wish made by those seeking salvation, which created the fantasy of the nail man.
Salvation? The people of this city must be crazy if they look to the nail man for salvation.
Hey, that actually sounds kind of cool. I know how they feel.
I mean, when you're desperate, you look
I'm gonna
to...
tie you up and go to a world where it's just you and me, Master.
Isn't it basically already like that?
Hello.
And you are...
I do the odd jobs like cleaning around the church. I also care for the forest.
Do you know anything about the nail man?
I often patrol the woods, but I'm usually asleep at night. When morning comes around, there are dolls nailed to the trees. It's tough to clean all of them up. I've never seen the nail man himself, but I've seen people enter the forest plenty of times.
Have you ever talked to them?
I have, but they typically run away. Some get surprised and leave their nails and doll behind. I chase after them to give them back their dolls, but I'm never fast enough. They always get away.
That makes sense with a body like that.
I
Yeah.
understand. Thank you very much.
Sad but true. Shinigami priest is the nail man.
Excuse me, but
By the way.
you are...
Do you even have to ask? You know who I am.
No.
Huh? No, I think today is the first time we've met.
What? You're investigating the Nailman, and you don't know who I am?
You're a reporter.
What's that supposed to mean?
This must be the clergy member on the report who was the first to find the body.
Yeah, that's right! I was the first on the scene.
Right, it was on the report. I'm impressed Halara was able to realize it so quickly.
When did Halara read the report?
I've been attending every day since I was first baptized here as a child. That's how pious I am.
Oh, now I'm
But
between
I
the
don't
priest
work
and
here,
you.
so it's not like I'm a clergy member. I just love mystical places like this. There's an otherworldly feeling to it, you know? I love researching this type of stuff, which is why I've been keeping an eye on Nailman activity for a while now.
So, you know a lot about
Yeah,
the
back to
Nailman.
the priest. Pretty sure.
That's an understatement. In fact, you could say I'm an expert in Nailman research.
In that case, what do you think about the clock tower murder? Though it seems the suspect has already been arrested.
I think he was framed.
Well, obviously.
You do? Then who do you think the real killer is?
The real Nailman, obviously. The Peacekeepers are making a big mistake. Listen,
Obviously.
the Nailman exists. The
Well,
Nailman
yeah.
is summoned through ritual and commits murder based on a sacrificial doll.
That's impossible.
Yeah, I get it. You probably want proof. In that case, look for a doll in the forest. You'll find a nailed doll with a name tag for the dark ceremony. Whoever's name is on it is the Nailman's next target. Just follow someone in town with the same name. If you're lucky, you might have a run-in with the Nailman. Unfortunately, I wasn't so lucky. I've missed him by just a hair 4 times
That's
already.
actually not a bad plan.
I see. So you can guess the next victim based on each doll's name tag.
I was so close at the clock tower, too. I found someone whose name matched a name tag and figured out she was heading to the clock tower. I called the Peacekeepers and entered the clock tower, but I was too late. Damn it. If only I'd acted sooner.
Yeah, he's not the Nailman because
I
he's
was so
obsessed with
close
the
to meeting
supernatural.
The Nailman.
Guess he just wants to meet the Nailman and doesn't care about preventing the murders. So he's an occult enthusiast? Seems like a huge weirdo.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
I've
But-
talked to everyone. Halara, is there anything you'd like to ask them?
Who in this town isn't?
Only end your turn once you've secured a shot at victory.
Huh?
Does that mean I should gather more information? What else should I ask about? There have been several Nailman cases in the past, right? Does anyone know anything about past cases?
You know a lot about these things, right?
Yeah, you can ask me anything about the Nailman, including all past cases, obviously.
Obviously.
I was the first to find the body every time.
Huh? Every time?
There's no reason to look surprised. I already told you how I did it.
Yeah.
I find dolls with name tags in the forest. Then, I look for whoever's supposed to be the next victim. But every time I find a victim, they're already dead.
Being the first on scene each time sounds super suspicious.
Yeah, a little too
You
easy
think
though.
I'm suspicious, don't you? I suppose you would. The first person on the scene can always lie and say they discovered the body in a locked room. But the thing is, I've never been alone when I've discovered a body. All of the crime scenes had no way in or out, so I'd open them with someone nearby, or by asking the Peacekeepers.
So the body's discovery was never done alone. If that's true, then all the rooms really were locked.
Master, why don't you ask for more details about past cases for now?
Can you tell me more about each case?
We just did.
There have been 3 Nailman cases in the past 6 months, excluding the one at the clock tower.
So 4 total.
The first happened 6 months ago at a secret club in Kamasaki district. It's essentially a members-only casino,
Yeah, we know
the
that.
victim owned the place. At the time, the Nailman was just a name you'd sometimes hear about in urban legends.
Okay, I see where this is going. The owner of a casino. Art district, not that sure.
But I had a personal interest in the Nailman, so I started researching him. And then it happened. I came across another murder while investigating a name tag I found in the forest. I knew then that it had to be the Nailman.
And that crime scene was also within a locked room?
Yeah. All of the Nailman crime scenes have common characteristics. There's always a corpse and doll coated in nails. And also, the murderer leaves no trace behind.
That's not true,
Isn't that
though.
bizarre? See why I'm so interested in the Nailman?
We found the thread.
Totally get it.
Don't empathize with him.
The secret club was the first locked room mystery. As for the second, it was at a mansion in the residential area near Ginma district. About 3 months ago, the owner of the mansion was murdered in the building's study. The crime scene again took place in a locked room with a corpse and doll covered in nails inside. Considering all this, there's no doubt it was committed by the Nailman. By then, I knew the legendary Nailman had descended upon Kanai Ward. The third locked room mystery occurred a month ago. A woman was killed in an art gallery storage in Ginma district. It also featured a body and a doll covered in nails in a completely locked room. And today, the fourth locked room mystery happened at the clock tower. That's every single Nailman case. At least, for now. I'm sure the Nailman will continue on. He will enact revenge for the people of Kanai Ward.
Uh-huh. That reminds me, is there any information about the dolls used in the Nailman ceremonies?
Yeah, what exactly kind of dolls are
The
they?
crime scenes too.
You find that stuff in any doll shop.
Oh,
Doll
gosh.
shop?
Huh? You haven't seen one? What are you, a foreigner or something?
Well, obviously. Ooh, nice name. Hello, Buki. Welcome in.
Around here, all the craft shops have been selling fancy dolls for a long time. They were mostly souvenirs for tourists, but that industry is long gone now.
Yeah, not many tourists
Some
in the
places
rainy
still
city.
sell them at steep discounts just to get rid of their stock. If you know where to look, you'll see mountains of illegally discarded dolls all over the place.
I see. So they aren't much of a clue given how easy they are
Trying to
obtain.
remember. Danganronpa 2. I want to say Ultimate Rockstar, but I could be wrong about what they actually said.
Has anyone noticed strange things happening near the church lately?
Pretty sure that's all we've been talking about.
What a vague question.
Exactly.
Now that you mention it,
What is it? Please, any small detail will help.
something strange was burning in the incinerator earlier.
Huh.
What do you mean by strange?
A doll?
Like, I thought it was a rope, but all I can say is it looked strange.
The red rope that we found
Can you try drawing what it looked like?
in the clock tower?
It does look like some sort of bizarre rope.
Yeah, that's what was hanging the dolls.
It's like a
They
centipede
used-
with legs missing from one side.
To support themselves as they climbed out the window,
I
right?
was worried that it wasn't supposed to be burned, so I tried to take it out. But I was too late. It was completely incinerated.
Yeah.
I asked around to see if anyone knew about it, but everyone claimed they hadn't thrown away anything like it.
Well, they would, wouldn't
The
they?
incinerator is surrounded by a locked fence. Only clergy can access it.
So, no one here recognized it?
So that leaves 3 of you
I
that
didn't even work here
had
in the
access.
first place.
Only clergy can access the incinerator, but no one claims to have thrown it away.
Still 90% sure it's going to be the priest.
I don't know if this has anything to do with the case, but something's fishy.
The
A
suspect.
watchmaker was arrested earlier. He's suspected of being involved in the nailman incident.
The phone still doesn't want to charge properly. Oh, for the love of cheese. Just stay plugged in and charge. Thank you.
Does anyone know anything about him?
A watchmaker? You mean G.A. Colon?
That's his name?
I've asked him to fix the church clock several times. To think that he's the nailman.
He's not.
Well, it hasn't been proven that he's the culprit yet.
Oh, I see. But if it were him, no one would blame him.
Why?
This city has completely changed. Everyone is seeking salvation in some way. The nailman is born out of our situation.
You mean the nailman is what the people actually wanted?
Many would certainly deny it, but the nailed dolls continue to appear in our forest. If the nailman acts as their agent, then they are also the nailman. In a way. That's how I see it. What do you think?
I disagree with that 100%. %. Still, you can't blame somebody for their thoughts. It's not the same as the actions. Granted, they did nail the dolls assuming that the nailman would take their actions and kill the person on the note, which kind of reminds me of Hellgirl in a way. But at the same time, they're not the ones that actually killed the person. So, while yes, they do shoulder quite a bit of the blame, they're not the actual murderer.
It's true. The mailman could be seen as a savior to some people. After all, he kills the people you want dead for you.
Thank you, Shinigami. That's literally just what I said.
mean, the victim had it coming for doing something worth getting killed over, right?
That's also debatable.
I think I've asked about everything I wanted to find out.
Looks like time is almost up. Let's get going.
Was that okay?
Yes, it will suffice. Thank you for your cooperation.
I like Halara. Uh-oh.
You should study their faces well. They may end up being accused of the murders.
Still sticking with my original assumption. It's the
You need
priest.
to remember every face, so you can spot them even if they flee through a crowd.
Wait! Do you mean the actual culprit is one of them?
She didn't say that. She just said
There's
it
not
could
enough
be.
information yet to act on.
Exactly.
We have no time to waste. Let's investigate the other crime scenes. Best not to scramble what little gray matter rests in your head. So let's examine the crime scenes chronologically.
Okay, so the first one is
Okay.
the
Well, the first
club?
murder occurred at...
Bar. Casino? Secret club.
It's the secret club in the Kamasaki district, right?
Correct. Let's hurry. I won't allow time to be wasted.
We only have 3 hours, so to speak. Alright, so it was in Kamasaki. Right? Right.
Halara? I've been thinking. The first incident was 6 months ago, right? If we go to the crime scene now, there's nothing left to investigate.
Not always true.
You think it will be a waste of time? There's no need to worry about that.
So, you have a plan then?
What? You're working with Halara Nightmare. What more could you possibly ask for? Now, let's be swift.
Huh? Right.
I don't really get it, but talk about confidence.
Yeah, again, I doubt her powers would actually help, but I miss Poochie. Still miss Poochie. Poochie was interesting. Plus, pretty sure Poochie had a split personality.
It's supposed to be a secret, so maybe it's in a spot that doesn't stand out?
You mean like here?
This appears to be the crime scene, but it's sealed off. They've left it like this for 6 months?
Well, if the owner was murdered, who
No
else
doubt
would
they've
run
shirked
it?
their obligation to clean up. I suspect the peacekeepers are lazy to a fault.
Agreed. It was tape. How is that surprising? Granted, police tape's not always easy to
It's
destroy,
open.
but
Let's go inside.
shouldn't have been that shocking. Is that where he... Huh, one of the machines is broken. That's never good for a casino. Hello, Halara.
The peacekeepers may be sloppy, but even they wouldn't leave the crime scene completely untouched. The body was probably found around here.
Yeah, I wonder where it could have
The
been.
victim's name is Suguma Iho, an old man who owned this place. His reputation left much to be desired. This place was an illegal casino operating at obscene rates. Even the cheating was rampant.
You sure know a lot about it. When did you...
I told you, I gathered my own intel while waiting at the cafe.
How long did we leave you
The
waiting
real
at the
interesting note
cafe?
is that this crime scene also had no way in or out. At the time of discovery, the door was locked from the inside.
There aren't any windows either, which is expected given that it's underground. There are air vents, but they have secure covers barring entry. Besides, no one's able to reach that high up.
Not always
No
true.
windows. The only way in and out is the door that was locked from the inside. It's a locked room mystery. Locked room mystery.
But there's not much more to investigate. We don't know what state the body was in at the time of discovery.
I told you not to worry. The conditions have all been met.
Conditions?
Yeah, what does that mean exactly?
Don't tell me you've forgotten I'm a master detective.
Oh, no.
Oh, your forte.
My forte is post-cognition. The power to see the past.
Oh, well, that's just cheating.
However, it can only be used at murder scenes.
That's... Huh?
To be precise, I can only see how the crime scene appeared at the time it was first discovered.
Oh.
Another way to describe it would be as crime scene limited psychometry, if that's easier to understand.
That is a little easier to understand, but at the same time, it doesn't really seem overly useful.
Perfect forte for a detective.
My power allows me to see the moment the first witness saw the crime scene. Not the culprit, not the victim, but how it appeared when a third party first entered. The memory or perception of the witness does not affect my postcognition. What I see is what actually was there.
I mean, that's actually pretty useful if you happen to find crime scene, as long as you weren't the first one there.
When it comes to my power, the witness is not a camera or a recording device, but rather a trigger.
Okay.
Perhaps the best way to think of it is like a bookmark stuck between the pages of when the body was found.
I think that makes sense.
Well, there's no point in wasting more time explaining. Let's have a look.
That power sure is convenient. Explains all the confidence. It's similar to the mystery labyrinth, where I recreate the crime scene in your mind.
Yeah.
But now it's
It's
done
very
in the
similar
real
to
world.
that.
Although, it is limited to both the crime scene and the moment of first discovery.
But still, it's amazing.
On the other hand, my master's got nothing. Why is life so unfair? Now I'm angry! Master, can I nibble on your heart to help cheer me up?
No.
Of course not.
What?
Okay. Hi.
Post-cognition. I wonder what it's like. All I can do is wait for the report.
Well, do I have some good news for you?
What is it this time?
She's gonna tell us she knows where the body was.
Master, try to remember. Did you feel anything back on the Amaterasu Express? You know, when the other master detectives used their powers?
Oh, yeah.
This sensation. I felt it when Aphex used his powers. Somehow, it feels like I can hear what Poochie hears.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I can sense whenever a master detective uses their power.
Yes, that's it! Maybe your coalescence will work now.
Ow. Sorry. Foot.
Coalescence?
Simply put, it's the ability to share someone else's power. On the train, you only felt the resonance of other people's fortes, but its true function is to share their powers.
That actually doesn't really make sense.
Wait, then that means I can also see the scene in the past with Halara?
That's just weird.
That's amazing. Is this your ability,
See, I say
Shinigami?
that's just weird. You guys weren't saying what was going in my head.
Something
Sorry.
like that. But there are conditions for it to activate. You must kiss someone to share their ability.
What?
That's it.
Okay, I can do
Whoops.
that.
I hit the button too many times. So we're not actually... Yeah, anybody watching, we're sorry. We're still exhaustible.
Halara. Halara?
I need you to be quiet. I'm concentrating.
Sorry, but there's something I want to ask.
Coalescence. Hold hands. You and me.
Yes, that way I'll be able to see the past too.
My sources made no mention of such an ability. In fact, you're just a trainee.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but I just remembered I had it. Anyway, we don't have much time. Let's try it.
I have no intention of getting friendly with you.
Not what we're trying to do.
It's not like that.
I despise you.
Get in line.
Huh?
Just the thought of holding your hand makes my skin crawl.
I didn't know you hated me so much.
Let me be clear. I don't just hate you in particular.
She hates everyone.
I despise all of humanity equally. I don't trust anyone, except the dead.
Oh, what a coincidence. We have a death god with us.
I had a feeling. Halara must be a demon straight from hell.
Then why did you choose to help me with the investigation?
As I told you in the beginning, I always work sincerely for the payment I receive. As long as you promise payment, I will promise my utmost efforts as a professional.
Okay.
Then please, hold my hand. It's necessary for the investigation. You can add this to my bill if you want. You'll agree then, right?
Oh, that got her attention.
Fine. If it's what I must do as a detective, then I have no choice but to agree.
But you weren't touching Poochie or Aphex when you connected to their power.
I can see it. Everything looks different than a moment ago. Incredible. So this is post-cognition.
Why were
Can you
things
really see it?
moved?
So your coalescence is real. I didn't expect you to already have your own forte. Well, this does save me the trouble of reporting it back to you, but it's quite inconvenient to keep our hands joined. Very well. Go ahead and lead the investigation.
Me?
If you can see what I see, that would be for the best. I'm only acting as your assistant, after all. This is quite the bizarre crime scene.
That is a good
But
point.
unusual crime scenes are expected when you work for the WDO. Now, let's see what you're capable of.
Investigation! So we don't have to keep holding hands?
That's...
Hasn't been used since the incident, as it's covered in dust. Don't appear to be clues on top of the roulette table. Nothing underneath either. Okay. Alright. Hey.
That's...
Slot machine. Been untouched for a while. No traces that could be related to the crime. Oh.
Yeah.
Spotless.
Yeah.
Nothing of interest.
Oh, there's a
There's
key
a
in the glass.
key in the glass.
Is it the...
Seems like it. By the way, being an illegal casino, the security was extremely tight. There's only one master key.
Uh-huh.
It's also a special key that can't be duplicated.
If it was thrown in from outside the vent, it wouldn't be inside the glass.
So this is definitely another locked room mystery! Hooray! I'm so glad I met you!
It's not just a locked room mystery. That's just it, though. We've got 4 locked room mysteries.
What a rich break!
That's...
Chair is knocked over.
The lock is broken. Maybe someone broke it and forced their way in, like at the clock tower. But from the looks of it, there's no sign of the lock or door being tampered with. What does that mean?
Body was covered, door was locked from the inside.
That's...
Well,
Peacekeepers did or the staff. We didn't post-cognitize the table. The dolls.
yeah.
That's...
Doll nailed
I
to the
see.
roulette table. Alright. So then the peacekeepers took all the dolls.
That's...
But
Oh, hello.
a body. I see a body. The murder scene through Halara's eyes is completely silent. There are dolls nailed to the walls and floor, And a corpse pinned down with nails in a similar fashion. This all feels like a dream. It doesn't seem real. There are abnormal decorations all around the crime scene. And it's so quiet. I knew it.
Yeah. Serial killers usually do have a calling card of sorts.
It's a man's corpse. He's probably around 60 years old. His body is pinned against the wall with countless nails. There isn't much bleeding, so the nails must have been hammered in after he...
You're starting to get the hang of this.
Oh, there are marks on him. Signs that he was strangled. The vertical scratch marks were probably made when he resisted.
The most basic of basic observations.
It's thanks to everything I taught you at the clock tower.
This situation is identical to the murder of the clock tower.
The culprit first strangled the victim to death. And then...
Yeah. And then nailed him to the wall.
Hey, this vent. The cover is in place, but it hasn't been screwed on. Which
That's
means
the exit.
it could be easily removed, right?
What are you doing? You can't touch what you see in post-cognition, even if you happen to be 3 meters tall.
Oh, I see. But I think this will be an important clue. The vent is about 40 by 30 centimeters. A thin adult can probably pass through.
Again, still leaning toward our friend the priest.
By the way, Yuma, did you notice the nail below the vent?
Below the vent?
With the red string on.
Huh, some of the nails are bent downward. Maybe they were hammered in a hurry.
Or used to climb
Or
back to the
perhaps
vent.
There's another reason.
Another reason? I think that's about it.
That should do it. There isn't much else to investigate. I've never experienced this before, but it's surprisingly convenient to be able to share my post-cognition.
Agreed.
It's exhausting to explain what I see to a client.
Really?
People do not believe what they cannot see. I have often been called a liar.
I suppose fortes aren't always convenient.
We still have locked room mysteries to examine. The second incident was at the mansion near Ginma District. I have an idea of where to go. Let's hurry there.
Was there a mansion there? Have we even been there?
The building we're heading to is accessed through Ginma District.
Where?
Let's hurry there.
Where's Ginma District? We're going the wrong way. Oh, the church is new. To say where? It did say it was in a storage room here, but... Where is the... We apologize, it's getting very difficult to stay. Oh. We're not only where we not need to be, we're on the wrong side of where we need to be. Again, we apologize. Where are we? What'd you find?
Not this way.
We're so bad at this. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to do that. I really need to focus on what I'm doing. How do I get over there? Alright, so... Is it up top? It is. Did we mess up our talk or something? Oh, sorry, I forgot I had to keep walking. Trying to load up on caffeine, which does not seem to be helping. Oh, what are we doing? I have to go all the way down. We can just cross the street right here. Hello. It is a nice city. People in it, like, kind of nah, but the city itself is very nice. And gloomy. And dark. And gloomy. Mansion. Ooh, a fire hydrant.
Oh.
But...
talk. I'm a detective.
Well?
He ran away from home.
Let's solve this thing.
Yeah. Well?
Okay, so what are you? Daughter of a merchant who does business throughout Kanai Ward.
Oh no. Huh? I see.
Aww.
No.
Right.
Alright, so
All right.
okay, hurry up.
Hey,
That's true.
Well,
Wearing
I
a suit.
see.
Wrong button. Found the mansion.
There's a large mansion beyond the gate over there. I wonder if that's the second crime scene.
That's probably it. Let's go inside.
It's closed, as expected.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
No, looks like it was open. Silly me.
Wait!
Silly me. Are there any shiny bubbles here? Is that a shiny bubble or are the flowers blue? Looks like the flowers are just blue. Halara, can you beat up this door too? We're definitely gonna have to be calling it soon.
It looks like a...
I hope there aren't any ghosts around.
I've been meaning to ask, but aren't you kind of a ghost?
The incident occurred about 3 months ago. The victim was Ali Hohen. He had no family and lived alone. The crime scene is in the study near the back.
Okay.
The Nailman killings had another common factor, besides the locked room. The first person to find the body was always the saint.
That worshiper from church?
What he said did make sense. He's been obsessed with the Nailman. It's not too surprising for him to be the first on the scene each time.
Each time.
I guess I shouldn't assume things going into this.
That's right. It's down this hallway. There's little time. Let's...
Think you're partners now just because you held hands with my master? I'll have you know, Master and I are connected on a much deeper...
Don't make it sound so suggestive.
Yeah, it's a chain that you have wrapped around our neck.
Well,
Oh, that's a strong spider web. We can't get through it. Alright, so we know what needs to be...
feels like a jump scare's coming up.
It kinda does. But it's okay. Okay, so we have to go back to Kanai Station to solve that one. Forte is post-cognition. Seth Boros. The nun. Dislikes violence. dislikes atheists. Still basically leaning towards the priest as the culprit. We can say words very well. But alright, we do have to end it here for now. Do realize we're not really too much further. But definitely gonna have to end it here. 1, falling asleep. 2, falling asleep. 3, got work tomorrow. But should be able to start earlier tomorrow, hopefully, and we'll be good to go a little longer. So tomorrow we're going to try to get a lot more done all at the same time. If that helps or makes sense. So, did we save? We saved, but we'll save again, because that's what we do. Thank you, everyone. I hope you're enjoying this. Not sure how long the game is. We're going to keep going till we can get through it. Because it's just so curious. And I love the whole mystery aspect. We do still have a few other games going that we're going to continue. And there was one that I was curious about and people recommended to me, so we might check that out as well. We'll have to see where the month takes us. Good night, everybody. Stay safe. We will see you tomorrow.